It's been a while since I last made a video, but it's finals week and I feel like this is the most productive I've ever been. um, so yeah, I have a lot to do. But anyways, um, today I'm gonna start off the day doing laundry. I already finished it. I woke up at around 8 because I didn't have time to do laundry yesterday because our hall our hall had to turn off the water. When was this? um Friday night. So then I was gonna do laundry Saturday, but then my roommate was like, "You probably shouldn't because there's no water." So I was like, "Oh, you're right." I mean, they ended up fixing it Saturday morning, anyways, at like around 8. But like, I didn't want to risk it, and I woke up pretty late, anyways. I didn't put an alarm. I was like, you know what? At whatever time I wake up, it was meant to be. And I woke up around 10, and like at that time, it's already full because like people do the laundry during the weekend. So you have to wake up really early in order to do the laundry, in order to find actually available washers. So I gave up yesterday. I was like, you know what, I'll just do it tomorrow. So that's why I woke up really early today. And even then, there were barely any washers. I don't know. A lot of them are out of order. So I don't know what's going on in our hall, but it's okay. At least I was able to do it relatively quickly. I was able to stuff my clothes into one washer. I've been needing two recently. Um, but there weren't that many available, so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna risk it. And some of them don't even drain the clothes well, so I'm like, I don't want to risk it. But thankfully, the washer that I used drained my clothes well, and I put my clothes into two dryers, so it dried pretty well. Last time it didn't dry my clothes well, so it just depends, I guess. And it's also on me for only using one dryer when I should probably use two, but bruh, I don't want to spend more money. But anyways, I'm gonna just put away my laundry. Like, I have a lot of clothes, bruh. Look at that. You can't even tell. Oh, there you go. Look at that. That's my clothes. It's full to the brim. Um, but yeah. So I'm gonna do that to start off the day. I have so much to do. Thankfully, I was actually locked in yesterday. I have I have four finals, so I've been very busy, um, very packed. That's for sure. Um, so yeah, yesterday I just studied for my first final, which is Psych 110. Um, yeah. Um, my hopes aren't high for that class. I've been struggling, um, but just hoping, because the professor said he's gonna use different scales so that whatever you did the best in is gonna get graded. Um, is gonna have the most weight in your grade. But I'm still worried. Like, I only did well in the first. Well, I I got the class average, but like low key, it was not that good, the class average. So, yeah. And then the second one, I did terrible, which I was expecting, because I did not have enough time to study. Like, I had a paper that I had to work in before that, and just everything piled up, so I didn't have enough time to study. So I already knew going into it, like, yeah, I'm gonna do pretty bad. um, hopefully um I can clutch, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so I spent a lot of yesterday just like catching up on notes too, because I realized I was missing a lot of them. So yeah. And then just started working on my cheat sheet because it lets us use a page. So yeah. And then I took a nap because I was falling asleep, bro. I was getting overwhelmed. I was like, you know what? Let me take a nap because I couldn't even think straight. So I was like, ugh, I'll take a nap. I don't know. I usually don't because I feel guilty. I'm like, I could be studying. I could be doing something productive. But I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to be able to, like, retain any information right now. Or, like, I'm not going to be able to perform at my best. So I was like, you know what? Might as well just go nap. And that actually helped. It helped regain my energy. I had a clear mind. So then after that, I mean, obviously I went to go get dinner. It was good. I got katsu chicken with udon noodles, edamame beans and spinach. It was good. Definitely filled me up. And then I worked on my final homework assignment for my stats class. For education stats, that one wasn't too bad actually. I was expecting to struggle more with it, but it's pretty straightforward. Um, you just find the statistics and interpret it, like assess like internal, external validity, construct validity. Anyways, all that boring stuff. But yeah, I'm glad our professor gave us pretty short articles though. They were only like 4 pages, so I'm like, thank God, cause I can't. I am so burned out. I can't. Yeah, cause the thing with like empirical articles or whatever is that they're often so hard to read. Like they have so much like complicated jargon. I'm like, I don't even know what this is talking about. But thankfully the one that she gave us was pretty straightforward. So yeah. I was actually able to pretty much finish it all in one sitting. So I was expecting it to take more of my time, but thankfully it didn't, so I can focus more on other things that I need to do. Because I have my first final, which I'm working on right now, the cheat sheet, Psych 110, is on Tuesday. So I still got, well, today's Sunday, so I only got like, what, 2 more days to study. But anyways, and then after that, on Wednesday, I have a quiz for my education stats class. And then a presentation for my other education class. It's about teaching and learning. That's education 120. Shouldn't be too bad, honestly. I only had to like talk for 2 minutes, because we have 8 minutes in total, but our professor told us to leave room for questions. So each one of us should talk for like 2 minutes, which shouldn't be too bad. We wrote a whole paper on it, so I feel like I'm pretty like well versed in what the content is about. And it's only 2 minutes, so I'm not that nervous about it. I already know when I'm up there, that's when it's gonna like, that's when the nervousness is gonna kick in. But it's okay. Right now I'm not tripping about it though. But yeah, and then the quiz, I've been doing pretty well on them too, the education stats class. So I'm not too worried about that one, but I also feel like I have not been prioritizing that one enough. So I'm probably gonna focus on that one today. And then on Thursday I have a health psych final. That one shouldn't be too bad either, but we'll see. I haven't really processed a lot of the lectures, so yeah, I'll probably work on those 2 things today since I've been hyper focusing on Psych 110. But yeah, I'll just try to work on all of those because I'm so bad at balancing everything. I always end up hyper focusing on one subject, especially the one that's like the final that's coming up the soonest, but then that ends up in like me not studying enough for the other, But yeah, especially when I have projects to do too. Like I have a pamphlet that I need to do for the presentation. But yeah, I'm trying to not prioritize that right now because low-key that's kind of like a low stakes assignment. And it shouldn't take too long either because I just need to do one section of the pamphlet. I got a lot of laundry, bro. I don't know why I've been using a lot recently. Like, damn, bro. I'm not looking forward to moving now, bro. I have a lot of stuff, which I don't even know why I have so much stuff. Like, I don't even use half of this. I don't even think I use a third of this. I definitely went overboard. But I have to bring less things next year because I'm living in a triple next year because UCLA decided it was a good idea to make all on campus housing triples, which I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that because what happens to students that need singles? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I don't know. Like, I don't know if the correct solution would be to, like, enroll less kids or, like, make new buildings. Like, I don't know, bro. But, like, there definitely has to be a better solution than making all the dorms triples. Like, well, I don't know how that's gonna work. Like, what? And then they told us all last minute, too. Like, what do you mean? Like, they told us, like, a couple weeks or maybe even a week before we had to sign up for our rooms. I'm like, bro, why wouldn't you tell us this, like, way earlier? And the apartments, too. I don't remember the specifics. But I know they also increase, like, how many people can live in an apartment. Which I was like, bro, I'm not doing all that. Like, whatever. And then it's so hard to get an apartment, too. Like, you need someone with priority. Or at least in my experience. I don't know how other people get apartments. I'm like, bro, I wanted to get an apartment, but like it wasn't meant to be. So like, oh well. Um, but I mean, that's okay better. I mean, even though I'm already bored of the food, I feel like I wouldn't be able to like mentally think about cooking food once I got back to my apartment. Feels like, bro, I'm already taking like I'm gonna have to be taking 4 classes. I'm gonna be working. Like the last thing on my mind is I don't want the first thing on my mind to be like when I get back to my apartment, be like, oh my god, I need to cook food, like, you know. Um, but yeah, didn't end up working out, but it's okay. Um, I'm dorming with the same roommate, one of my roommates that I had for first year, so I'm pretty happy with that. I was like more so worried about having to dorm with 2 randoms, but but yeah, I'm glad I'm dorming with her. The other person is a random, but she seems pretty nice. We like talked for a little bit, um, so we should be chilling. Um, but yeah, next year is definitely gonna be way different. One of my friends is graduating. My roommate from this year is commuting, and then one of my friends is living in an apartment. So I'm kind of like the only one left on the hill. Um, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I for sure have to get into more clubs because I have to make more community. And but I've been telling myself that since like I got here, and has that happened? No. Um, I mean, I'm the vice president of the Puente Club, but like that's only virtual because like we've been struggling to get a room. I mean, we got a room last quarter, but things happened and we weren't able to meet in person. Um, I mean, supposedly we're gonna meet in person next quarter, but we'll see how that goes. Cause our club is already small as is, cause we did barely started it my first year. Um, So we'll see how the attendance is in person. Like already over Zoom, it's already pretty little. Like our members have diminished. I mean, it could be due to midterms and finals too. Um, but yeah, I'm finally excited to do it in person. Cause we've only had one social, and that was last year, spring quarter. And it was pretty fun. It was we got to meet our president in person. She was really nice. I loved her. And then one of our social media managers, which I loved. I always love meeting new people. It's always just like putting myself out there that's like daunting, especially going to like a new club that you don't know anyone, but I've been knowing them. So well, I had never met them in person, but like, you know what I mean. But yeah, I actually have to join clubs, but we'll see if I keep my word. Because clubs are like so draining. But I also want to meet new people because I don't really know that many people. I don't have that many friends. So, which like I'm okay with that because I already get like drained socially pretty easily. But I want to have like a big support system. Or like at least know, like branch out, you know, and get to know more people rather than just like being part of one friend group, which is kind of gonna dissolve next year, but it's okay. Life happens. I hope I'm not missing a sock. I always get paranoid that I'm gonna lose a sock because for some reason last year I lost a lot of them, or this year I lost a lot of my socks, which like I don't know what happened to them. I have so many. I guess the I guess the dryers or the washers ate them, but I always get paranoid that I have like a single sock. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:39. I spent a lot of time yapping and just putting away my laundry. That's crazy. Um. Anyways, I don't know what else to talk about. But yeah, it had taken me so long to make a video because I was taking summer classes and then I got overwhelmed with that. I got I got pretty behind on it because one of them was, I forget what it is, asynchronous? I forget the word, but it wasn't, we didn't have to meet on Zoom anymore. Um, I forgot what happened. I don't know. But the professor was like, oh, yeah, just do the readings on your own. And I know myself, I did not do the readings on my own. So I had to scramble to finish them all last minute because I had to make a presentation. So, yeah, that's why I stopped. And then also I was running low on storage, which, like, I still am. But, like, thankfully so far I've been able to make the video. But, yeah, and then once I got to school, like, everything got hectic. Especially having to take 4 classes, yeah, no. And working, yeah, it's a lot to handle. I told myself I was gonna do my hair, but I probably should though. Okay, I'll do my hair. It's gonna look crazy because I've been having them in buns. I know I'm really excited to take one of my education classes though. I think it's like exceptional learners or something, which it mostly talks like about gifted students and who else? I think just children with different needs too. I don't remember the description, but I'm excited to learn about that one. That was one of the main reasons, low key, why I wanted to major in education, which I know I could have taken that class, or maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to do a major in education. I don't know. Even though there are still some moments where I'm like, should I have done that? I don't really know. Because that's what I'm trying to debate right now. Like, what I want to do. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I'm still kind of like pretty set on being a clinical psychologist. But I don't know. It's also kind of like, I'm also kind of interested in working in an educational setting though, which is why I also wanted to double major in education, because, and then also because I want to work with children. So I was like, you know what, I should probably like learn about, I don't know. See, I like right now I'm trying to justify why I even double majored in education. I don't know, I just wanted to. I was just interested in it. Because another viable option would be a teacher. It has crossed my mind, like low-key kind of would want to become one. Because I remember all my good teachers and like the positive impact that they had on me. Like they would always encourage me to do better, especially my high school teachers. My Puente high school teachers, I still remember them. I always think about them. That's the whole reason why I decided to be part of the Puente program or Puente club here at UCLA. Cause like it was such a big part of my identity in high school. Like I love being part of the Puente program in my high school. So it's like, what better way to give back than to be in the club here at UCLA. And yeah, I just love seeing it grow. Unfortunately, we don't have like that many like opportunities because we are a small club and we just started out and we don't have like that much funding, and but like it's still rewarding to see it grow firsthand. And I mean, we've literally been there since day one. Cause it didn't, cause one of the coordinators, is that his, I don't know his label, but I know he works with the Puente program at Berkeley, which is where it originated in, and he's the one that like that reached out to me because he has like everyone's contact information, because that's like the mother program, I guess you could call it. So yeah, he contacted like basically all the Puentistas, and then he was like, hey, would you be interested in like starting a Puente program at UCLA, or Puente club, I mean, at UCLA? I was like, oh my god, yes, I'd be so interested. Like, say less. So yeah, I've literally been there since day one. And I mean, since it's like such a small club, we didn't really have to run for our positions. It was mostly like if you want your position, it's like there, you know, like if you want it, you got it. But like if there are like more than one people running, then like of course, then you'd have to kind of like juke it out and be like, oh, this is why you should vote for me. But I don't think that has not happened so far. Like I said, the small's pretty club as is. So but yeah, so my first and second year, I was the co-lead for the committee commission, which like it was just basically having to schedule tours and like talking with high school counselors or staff and being like, hey, like them reaching out to us and like be like, oh, hey, we want to do a tour this day, we're bringing this many students, and then just like telling our members to be like, hey guys, a like tour opportunity came up, whoever wants to do it. Unfortunately was never able to attend a tour. I would always conflict, but yeah, it was fun. I for sure wish we did have more of an impact, but I mean, gotta start out small. I can't wait to see like what happens to this, or like how it develops after I graduate, which like low-key gonna be sad, but it's okay. I'm not gonna want to live or leave my little club here. But yeah, it was, and then it wasn't until this year that I decided to be the vice president, because our president graduated last year. So our vice president last year decided to become the president. So I was like, and then they're like, does anyone want to take up the vice president spot? I was like, okay, I'll do it. Because I love Puente and I wanted to be more involved in it. I feel like being like the co-leader in the committee commission, like I wasn't really doing much, honestly. Oh, whoops. Oh my god. Oh. So yeah. I mean, even then, I don't know. I feel like I'm not making much of an impact because our vice president is like the face of it all. Well, not the face. Well, yeah. She does a lot of the work, but yeah, I feel like it's very rewarding to help like foster that welcoming environment into the Puente Club, because I mean, it is me and the president leading the meeting, so it's kind of it is rewarding to contribute to that, because I'm that girl that's like, oh, okay, let's start with the icebreaker, guys. I'm the one that makes them. So just like being able, I guess, to bring the members together is pretty rewarding. So yeah, in that way I contribute more. But like I said, since we're a pretty small club, there's like not that many opportunities to contribute. Like I wish we like had more tours, you know, so that I could attend, or like more opportunities to have student panels so that I can help students be like, hey, this was my opportunity, you can do it too, you know, things like that. But I mean, we don't got the resources for that. Like, we're barely starting out. But I mean, we do have upcoming tours, so I'm hoping that I can do them next quarter. I don't know how my work schedule is gonna look like, so I'm hoping that I can attend or help with at least one. But I know one for sure I can't go to because it's on Friday and that's my busiest day. I have 3 classes, but the other one, oh my god, my high school's coming to visit UCLA. I'm hoping I can go to that one, because it's looking like I will be able to attend that one, but like I don't know what my work schedule is like. It's gonna be like next quarter, but oh my god, I'm so excited for my high school to come here. Like, I never came here. I wish I would have been able to, so I'm glad that they're gonna be able to come here to see what it's like firsthand, you know. I only visited UCLA my 4th grade, but I mean, I also visited here. I visited before I committed, because I mean, I was pretty sure that I was gonna go to UCI just because they gave me way more financial aid than UCLA did. So I was like, yeah, I was pretty adamant on it. But my aunt and my brother were like, no, you should visit, and my teacher too. My Puente teacher too told me, yeah, you should probably go visit the campus before you commit to one, you know. I was like, okay, fine. I didn't really want to go, but good thing I did, because I don't know, maybe I went on an off day or something, but I didn't like UCI looked kind of dead, not gonna lie. Um, and I don't know, I didn't really like it. Because I was walking through the dorms, and a lot of it was kind of like, it was like the dorms were so far and few between. I don't know if that's the way to say it. And I did not like that. It looked so isolated. I was like, oh hell no. Imagine having to walk. Oh no, yeah. I was like, no, this kind of scary, low key. Um, yeah, I didn't like it. But then when I went to UCLA, yeah, it was like an immediate connection. I was like, oh my god, I love this campus. Like there was so much going on. Like I remember Mecha being there. And then these like I don't know, some clubs at like the Tongva steps. Um, and yeah, that made up my mind. Like I went on a tour too, and like the tour guys were so energetic. And I was like, and that's what sold me. I was like, yeah, I love the environment. I like the vibes. I like the students. Like I just felt welcomed immediately. Um, so yeah, that's why I decided to come to UCLA. And then I was able to like actually match my financial aid that match it to UCI, what UCI was giving me. That was thanks to my aunt and uncle because they had connections. Um, and I'm grateful for that every day because UCLA has brought me, like I was able to meet my best friends through UCLA, but there are like also so many opportunities which honestly I have not taken advantage of, but there are so many like opportunities here at UCLA. Um, and yeah, I'm just glad that I got to come here, even though sometimes I'm like, oh my god, it's so overwhelming. Um, I mean, of course, every university is gonna be overwhelming, but like, I'm so glad I got to come here. Like, if you would have told little me, if you would have told little me that I came to UCLA, she would not believe you, bro. Like, I would have never thought that I'd come here. Like, it felt like so out of reach, like being like, I don't know, like it feels weird. Like, it especially feels weird hearing other people talk about it. Um, like especially when it's in movies and things, I'm like, oh my god, UCLA. Sometimes I forget that it's like the number one public university. Um, because to me, it's just like, not to sound pretentious, but being like, oh yeah, I go to UCLA. Um, because it really does low key feel like any other university. I mean, I can't really talk because I haven't been to another one, but like, you know what I mean? Um, because I mean, obviously, every university is gonna have their flaws. Sometimes I do get frustrated with how UCLA, not sometimes, a lot of the times, I get frustrated with how UCLA handles problems, especially being like, oh yeah, we welcome diversity, we welcome our migrant community or whatever, and then like their actions don't show that. You know what I mean? But just being able to say I come here, it's like, I mean, both of those can be same true at the same time. Like being grateful that I can come here at UCLA, because I mean it is a privilege that not a lot of people have the opportunity to achieve, but then also like UCLA has a lot of they do a lot of questionable things, to say the least. They don't protect their students, that's for sure, or their workers. But yeah. Anyways, I went on a whole rant. What time is it? Okay, it's 10:54. So, oh, okay, my food is ready. So, I'm gonna go and get my food. I did my hair. Oh my god, I still need to get ready, like change my clothes. Um. Anyways, okay, I'll go now. I just came back from getting my food. Um, this is the fit. It's pretty basic, but I mean, all my outfits are basic, but anyways, I just got back from getting my food and I jinxed it. My storage is full. So I had to record on Snapchat now. So hopefully the quality is still good. But anyways, I got my food. Yum, so good. I'm starving actually, so and I'm watching Miraculous. I don't know why. So there you go. My roommate put me on. I'm finally in season 4 or 5 actually. So anyways, I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna eat now because I'm starving. So